Final guy on our 2025 signing day profiles, Jay Gardenhire. This guy is massive, dude. 6'8", 350 from West Bloomfield High School. He's a 3-star recruit. West Bloomfield High School, where Brandon Davis Swain went to school. I spoke to Jay Gardenhire way back in the offseason, and he spoke about that relationship and how that was crucial in him getting the Colorado offer and ending up at Colorado. So a little bit of a Michigan pipeline foreman. Coach Prime has mentioned that before. But this guy has all the tools to be a dominant tackle at some point in his career.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the first thing that stands out to you, obviously, is his size. He is huge. And I think that we talked about this when he committed to the Buffaloes, but sometimes you let your position coaches call their shot. And I don't know this for a fact, but if I had to guess, I think this is Phil Loadholt calling his shot on a prospect saying, hey, give me this giant ball of clay and watch me mold him into, a big-time player at the college level. And that excites me a lot to think that, Colorado saw the tools here to go after a guy like Jay Gardenhire.
Yeah, and Coach Loadholt, deserves, that ability to do such a thing like that because he did a really good job this season with the kind of mismatched offensive line, getting the most out of some young guys as well. Jay Gardenhire, I mean, I think you mentioned it, 6'8", 350, 360. Yeah. I mean, that is ideal size. That is massive size for any football player, let alone a tackle as well. And this is, again, somebody who's raw. I mean, he started off his freshman year of high school as a basketball player. He didn't pick up football until his sophomore year. And then when he started, he played defensive line. He wasn't even playing right tackle. He missed his entire junior season. So this is a guy who hasn't played a ton of football snaps yet. And again, this is somebody who Coach Loadholt can kind of mold how he sees fit. But the potential, the size is obviously there. I think with the right coaching, which Coach Loadholt has proven that he has, I think Jay Gardenhire can be a problem.
And you can just see the progression of Colorado's offensive line when you watch a guy like this and you realize he's coming here. I mean, go back to 23, man. They were, getting guys who were D2 All-Americans and stuff and were not even close to the size that Jay Gardenhire is. So now you're just stacking guys like Jay Gardenhire in your program to develop, and you never know what's going to happen down the line. I mean, he might even have to shed a few pounds here, but you can find a space for a guy that has this much power. Mm-hmm. The size is already there. It's just about, getting his body in shape, working on his feet, just becoming a more refined football player, because you can definitely see that there's something there worth taking interest in, and that's why he's a Colorado Buffalo. And you mentioned Phil Loadholt. That's kind of what he was at high school, right? He was just a big dude, got refined up at Oklahoma, and became a high-profile NFL player.
Absolutely. And I think it's also, a trust in your strength and conditioning staff. We're going to turn this guy into a monster.
Facts.
Once he comes in here and gets working with Coach Mo and these guys.
And again, I think the basketball background helps him because he's a bit more athletic than you would expect for somebody as massive as he is. And I can even, like you mentioned, shedding 10, 20, 30 pounds throughout his college career, and even a future at guard I can see because of just how powerful he is, especially at the point of attack, moving people off the line of scrimmage. I can see that in his future as well, potentially.
So there you go. That's all our signing day profiles for the 2025 signing class. Jay Gardenhire is a Colorado Buffalo.
All dogs to Colorado.